Welcome to another episode of Business Highlight. My name is Pedro Heizer, and today I have the pleasure of having Claudio Correa from Boca Cosmetics Group with me today. Claudio, how are you?
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you very much, for having me, Pedro.
Of course. Of course. So, Claudio, for those that don't know you, start off with just, who are you? Introduce yourself, and we'll start from there.
Well, my name is Claudio and Correa, and I anglicize because this is a Portuguese name. I am naturalized an American, proudly American, and I came from Brazil. I was born in Brazil, and came to Florida for the second time 30 years ago, and enjoying this beautiful paradise.
Yeah. So, you've been in Florida for a while, and you started this company called Boca Cosmetics Group. What does Boca Cosmetics Group actually do, and how did you get to doing this?
Well, Boca Cosmetics Group, we are specialized in manufacturing hair products.
So
this is what we do. So I don't think you are a good customer for me, Peter. But maybe we can take care of your beard.
So how did you get involved in the industry?
Well, it's a very interesting story. I am a son and the brother of three sisters and a chemist mother.
Oh, wow.
She was unbelievable, and this is the back ages in Brazil. My mom always got involved in creating formulations and so forth. But her first really real job, she used to be the head of the FDA in Brazil.
Wow.
In other words, she was a very knowledgeable person, and we got involved with that. And just to start the conversation, she used to say one thing to me: imagine I'm surrounded by all this woman, all this estrogens in my house, right? And she said, son, I'm going to tell you one thing. When a woman is not feeling very well and then start feeling better, the first thing she decided to do is to take care of her hair. In other words, hair, it's something very interesting how the impact hair has in people's life.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any hair, so I don't know how much impact.
Well, but it's like, but that's it. But I can guarantee to you, amongst your friends and colleagues and so forth, it's like almost like a badge.
Yeah.
Pedro, we know how he looked like.
Yeah.
And hair is part of it. Has a lot. It helps a lot to identify.
Yeah, the bald guy. We got bald guy with glasses for sure.
Right.
Again, guys, I'm here with Claudio Correa from Boca Cosmetics Group. If you guys want to reach out to them, you can by going to by calling them at 561-922-3820, or you can go to their website, bocacosmeticsgroup.com, to find out more information. Claudio, what markets do you guys operate in? I know you guys are, operate in South Florida, but what other markets do you do that work on?
Well, we are everywhere, right? It's very interesting and it's a little bit complicated too, but we are in U.S., Europe, Middle East, Asia, and for distributors and so forth. What happened is Boca Cosmetics, we have like a three main business, which is part of our portfolio. We have our own brands. We subcontract, we manufacture for other brands. And third, we have consumer brands as well. As a matter of fact, we were, before to get into the consumer, as a matter of fact, when we get into the consumer market, it was through the HSN. Probably you guys know HSN, like the Home Shop Network.
Oh, yeah.
which is a nervous wreck when you go there, you know, because you're selling like 3,000 products a minute, you know, or if you're not selling 3,000 minutes, they're gonna kick you out. That kind of thing. And but anyway, it's a very very interesting story we have, you know, in our as building this company.
That's awesome. Why? So you said you came to South Florida, but obviously you could have decided to do your company anywhere. So what made you decide to establish your business down here in South Florida?
Well, first of all, as I mentioned, you know, 30 years ago, I moved to Florida. And why did I move to Florida? I think Florida, it's a wonderful place to live, you know, especially when it comes from Brazil, a tropical country, comes to Florida, and it's like you bond, you know. It's like everybody who live in Brazil has this aspirational to one day to be either in Disney World or to live in Florida, Boca Raton, and so forth. Like even like Boca Raton, they're competing with the New Yorkers.
Yeah.
But we established in Boca, and then we started the company little by little, very small, and because. Besides that, you know, we are not a big company. You know, I call ourselves like sort of like a boutique.
Okay.
But being in Florida, what helps a lot to be in Florida because is the diversity. The diversity in Florida, it's unbelievable. And this is one thing. Because of the diversity, it's like if you want to test market a product, Florida, it's amazing because you have all the guys from New York, you have all the guys from Canada, you have all the guys from South America, you name it. You know what I mean? Why go to different markets to test it when you have everybody here? You know what I mean? For us,
already down here, yeah.
It was very helpful. Very helpful.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, everyone that you need in any market already lives here anyway. So why go anywhere else? That's
because exactly. Because it's very interesting. When you talk about hair, when you go to CVS of Life or you go any place, you see a bunch of products on the shelf and so forth. I can guarantee to you, each product has a history behind, right? Yeah. Because hair, the way we look hair is DNA.
Right.
And as is a DNA is unique. Every person, the product you develop might react differently and different people. You know what I mean? You cannot say, look, this is what's going to happen to everybody. You know, I never tell that. You know, the average, we know the issues, you know, might help you with that. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't work for everybody. Some products don't work for everybody.
Yes, exactly.
I learned that. I learned that the hard way.
Exactly.
So I know that for sure. But so it's a very competitive industry that you're in. You know, cosmetics. Yeah. How do you guys manage to compete with, just like you mentioned, with these bigger brands? And how do you manage to do that?
Oh, that's a great question. And because that question, you know, it's loaded, right?
It's a loaded potato.
It's a loaded question. There are a couple of things allow us to compete. One, I consider ourselves very unique, right? Think about it now. If we decided to manufacture hair shampoo, you know, how many hair shampoos you might have in the shelf? You know what I mean? How are you going to compete? Go to Walmart, you know. But we are in the high end. This is number one. Okay. Number two, our product has to deliver. You know, that's the most important thing. And three, because we are unique. We have something to tell people. We have a story to tell, right? We call ourselves, you know, as a matter of fact, you know, our copy line is naturally inspired by nature. This is our copy line, you know. Why we look, everything we do, we look in what the nature, because we see the nature is so smart, and they're there. You don't have to create a lot of things in the laboratory, and when it's there, you know, and everybody likes natural products. Even though I don't call our products natural. I don't claim that our products are natural or organic, just for one single reason. Because when you are in the cosmetics and any kind of product, you have to protect the product for shelf life. Preservatives, you have to use preservative.
Yeah, for sure.
When you look for preservatives, they're not natural. Of course, you can find some preservatives that are not, but unfortunately, they don't work as well. Otherwise, your banana in the kitchen will last forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In other words, we compete because we are unique. For example, we develop and launch a product which use apple stem cell. Right?
Wow.
Then it's an apple stem cell. What the hell is this, right? Well, it's a very interesting story. Through our research and so forth, we found, we found in Switzerland. They were studying, the apple stem cell. Then they started saying, what is that? Now, what happened was they were looking what type of the apple they have in Switzerland. They said, why this apple, when I put this apple out of the refrigerator or lasts forever, and the other one gets rotten, I have to throw away, and the other one stays away. Then they start analyzing the properties of this apple.
Right.
And the apple has a lot of hydrogens and so forth. I'm not going to bore you guys with the chemistry, but and then they start looking, because if you look, a lot of skincare products, a lot of cosmetics products, it's you would see a lot of natural ingredients like seeds and, for example, grapes and so forth, right?
Right.
In other words, then we start looking, and when we look for this apple stem cell, we develop a product, and this is a product we call Inception, right?
Right.
Because it's one product called Olaz Inception, which has apple stem cell. What that does, right? If a person, because you don't believe it, especially ladies, with the coloring hair and all the bunch of chemicals they use, the pool you go, everything affects her, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And this is what my business is, right? Is to restore hair, fix hair, and this is what this product does. It's one of the things this product does.
Wow.
And you wouldn't be happy about that, Pedro. We don't claim that. But the hair makes your hair grow faster.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say that, and it doesn't work.
No, but it's very interesting because we don't claim that. We don't claim, right?
Yeah.
It's just like our customer says, look, I noticed, they start using your product, and my hair start growing faster. I say, yeah, it does. And the reason why we don't claim that, because the product was not developed for that purpose.
Right. So then you can't.
But we know it is. And besides that, we don't want to get involved in substantiation, clinical trials. Then we get, it's a total different industry, right?
Right. Yeah,
but let's put it this way. This is a surprise. But in other words, how we compete is that, for example, we develop a product called Detox. You detox your hair. You take all the toxins out of your hair, right? And it's very interesting. We are little, but after we launch, I start seeing, Unilever, which is one of the largest manufacturing in the whole world, right? Mm-hmm. They start launching a product, like ours, after we see us. It's like, even though one time when we launched, L'Oreal called me. I said, look, can I buy 50 bottles of your detox? I said, why? Why do you want that? I said, no, we want to study. Why do I want to sell to my competitor, my product? Go on the market and buy it. At least make my distributor happy or my retailer happy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
This is the way we are. This is the way we are be able to compete. In terms of everything we do.
Right.
It's about healthy hair.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Everything we do is about healthy hair. every product we have has an appealing and remember I said delivered, has to deliver. Right. Because one of the things is, it's about everything about life. It's about expectations. Because if you buy something to deliver something and does it, it's a problem, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
In other words, yeah, and I mean, it's for example, we have products. It's Amazon favorite. I feel very happy, very flattered. But we have a lot of complaints too. I'm gonna tell you, because we're dealing with ladies. Have you ever heard a lady not complaining? Right? I love them, but that's the nature, and we learn a lot. Sometimes you learn more from the bad review, from the complaint, than the good review. Maybe I don't know if they're being nice to me, right?
Right. And I mean, going off of that, like how do you decide which products to market? Because I'm sure you come up with a bunch of different ideas, right? But which ones do you decide to take it to the market?
Well, it's first of all, it's through talking to our customers. Right? We start the combination of a couple of things. Right. First, it's one is trends, because when you talk about hair, you talk about fashion. Right. Yeah. For example, right now you have the trend amongst ladies is to turn the hair, if you see them color, white and things like that. What they're using are harsh chemicals. It's in order to get that result. You will not believe it, how harsh the chemicals they use, in order to get that effect. This is what I got apart. I said, look, they're gonna get that, but I'm gonna have to restore that. Right. Then we work with the things in order to. I'm just giving as an example, as a trend, right? Yeah. But the other issue too, it's so interesting. I can guarantee to you, even I can ask you. How important is? I know you don't have a lot of hair, but how important is the shampoo? Have you ever? It's pretty important. You can ask your significant other. You can ask anybody. What kind of shampoo do you use? Sometimes they don't even know. Yeah, they just get whatever it's on sale. Right, whatever it's on sale. Exactly. And it's so interesting because I'm going to just give a piece of information. Mm-hmm. A hair, needs nutrients. Okay, a healthy hair needs nutrients, right? Right. I'm sorry, guys. My head's a little bit twitched, but it's because my screen. I have to look better, and the camera is not. I'm not that professional. The camera is in a different place. Sorry about that. I think my profile is better. Anyway, you're doing great. But anyway, I now I lost my thought here. But anyway, hair nutrients. I'm sorry. You were talking about hair nutrients. Yeah, hair nutrients. Thank you. You're listening. But the nutrients. It's very interesting. This is statistical. Your body, all the nutrients you get for your body. Yeah. Your body, it's so smart. Give to anybody, everything else, any other organ, rather than whatever is left over, he's saying to the hair. Right? Wow. It's the hair. It's so interesting. We take vitamins, we work out, we do a bunch of things for our thing. And one of the things is, as we start this conversation, is the hair. We don't pay attention. Of course, we want to have a beautiful hair. The ladies want to have a beautiful hair, take care of the hair. But when you look at a doe hair, the hair looks like a straw. It's dry and so forth. It's a lack of nutrients. You need moisturizers. You need things like that. What they do to fix the problem? Get oils and pad the thing magic. Then clogs everything. Right. It's a nightmare. But anyway. Right. This is why I survive. I can survive because then it's a lot of education. Okay, we spend a lot of time and investment in educating people how important. If you want to take care of your scalp, if you want to take care of your hair, you need to don't use a detergent, because I can guarantee to you, get the shampoo you have in your shower. right? And look at the labels and put it next to the dishwasher soap. You're gonna see like 80% of the ingredients are the same.
Wow.
How come? Right? Do you want to use a dishwasher soap in your hair, on your head?
Definitely not.
And I mean, those that is unfortunate this way because they're they're less expensive. It's a bunch of stuff there,
Right.
and this is where we're able to compete and to develop products in that line.
Cool. Yeah, guys. Again, we're talking to Claudio Correa from Boca Cosmetics Group. If you're interested in any of his products or anything like that, just give him a call. His number is 561-922-3820. Or if you want to just check out their website, you can head to bocacosmeticsgroup.com. Claudio, final question for you. You came to Florida to start a business, and you've done just that. You've created a cosmetics group that creates all these great, amazing products you've been talking about. But what advice would you share with someone that's thinking about starting a new business?
Well, first you start small, right? Of course, you want to have a beautiful sign in front of our business. You want to do this and that, and don't go for the philosophy. If we build, they'll come.
Right. A lot of people get caught up in that, right?
Right. Yeah. Don't go there. Right. What we say, you crawl before you walk, and before you run. In other words, it's like it's like when you watch one of those shows like that, like Shark Tank, where they tell, look, buy, but don't buy a lot. But when I know you're gonna pay more, but play safe, right?
Yeah, for
because
sure.
It's one of the things I always say. People come with plans or forecasts and things. Look, sales forecast, and then I say, okay, this is the sales forecast, is the expenses forecast. Okay, let's put everything upside down. You know what I mean? Because the forecast is always up, the expense is going down. I said, no, it's all the way around, right? The expense go up and your sales go down. Because we are positive, but we have to be, otherwise how are we going to get in business?
Right? Yeah.
But in other words, play safe, do your homework, you study, see who are your competitors, right? Don't think because say, no, I have this great idea. Our ideas are unbelievable, amazing, but they have, as we know, they have ones that are better than the others. That
was good.
Right? But at the end, and invest in people and take care of our people.
Yeah.
Right? Take care of your people. Right? This is your biggest asset because you cannot do by yourself. Right? You need to go up. Two, be ethical. You will not believe in my industry. It's something very complicated. Right? Because people think it's marketing will solve all the problems. This is why I said deliver. Be ethical. Then they will come. They will understand. Okay, the difference between what you're saying and what they expect. Remember, it's managing expectation. I think that, of course, it's a lot of stuff. The advice you can give. And listen. Right? This is what I say, we have 2 ears in one mouth. Listen your market. Don't make decisions, what I call air conditioning decisions. What does that mean? You sit in the air conditioner and say, I think that's a good idea. No, go to the market. For example, you know what I do when you ask me, what products launch? You know what I do? I go to Walgreens and Walmart, and they stand on the aisle and look in their behavior.
Wow.
Yeah, because then I know, look, they are really reading packaging. They're looking, you have to ask, especially now with social media. It's an amazing tool to help me. What do you want? What do you need?
Yes.
What are you looking for? What do you? And the other thing you do, read the bad reviews. Because if they're telling a lot of my competitors that their products doing that, this is the thing I cannot commit. I'm learning from their mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In other words, open your mind. Today, it's so much easier than when I start. My goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, easy in terms of information. It's harder in terms of competition because it's instant gratification and the massive market. It's but that I think those are the things you can take it or see if it works for you.
That's great advice. Claudio, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to chatting with us for a little bit about what you do and all everything else.
Oh, thank you so much, and please keep doing the work you guys are doing. It's amazing. You're helping a lot of our community, and I congratulate your initiative. Thank you so much.
We'll see you soon. And again, guys, we're talking with Claudio. If you're interested in reaching out to him, his number is right there on the screen, 561-922-3820. And if you want to just check out his website, it's bocacosmeticsgroup.com. Claudio, thank you so much again for your time.
Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
And guys, that would wrap up another episode of Business Highlight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. All of them are just Boca Tribune. My name is Pedro Heizer. And until next time.